Greetings, solution seekers. How's it going today? So, I've got a couple different videos to post today, and this first one is about a solution that all of us need, but we don't really think about it. In fact, the subject is kind of taboo for most people because they call us preppers or doomsday preppers, right? But whenever a storm of any magnitude comes along, or snow, or earthquake, or fire, or something like that, then the rest of the world that used to make fun of what we call preppers, they start to understand that preppers are not so damn stupid, are we? So, preppers are simply people who understand and realize that calamity can happen. Sometimes preppers extrapolate and say calamity is going to happen because the government is going to fall, world economies are going to crash, and stuff like that. And whether you believe in that or not is not the valid point. The valid point is that we should always be prepared for things that may happen on this planet. Now, I bring this up because I'm in Florida, and for the second time in about less than a month, we're being hit with a second hurricane. And this hurricane is Hurricane Milton. Now, this one's kind of funny, actually, because it's coming straight across, and usually they don't do that. Usually they come up and around, and they either come around into the Gulf Coast, or they come up or straight through Florida. So in this case, it's coming from basically Mexico area. And it's coming straight across. So it's going to wind up hitting the cone right now. Looks like it'll hit about Sarasota. Now that's too bad for the people who live in Sarasota because they're already reeling from the hurricane that just hit them not too long ago. Now, what will that mean? Well, because it's coming straight across, what will happen is it will build up a storm surge. And a storm surge simply means water keeps piling up and up and up and higher and higher. So hopefully it doesn't hit at high tide, because then high tide, let's say this is high tide gets to be this high and it floods everything. And then when the surge comes in, now I'm going to go lower. So let's say this is high tide, this is the surge, but then tidal wave comes and tidal wave makes it this high. Could be, even in Florida, waves as high as 10, 15, 20 foot above what it is normally. And so that means it can flood a lot of stuff, and that's not fun, guys. So point is what? A, you might want to leave. I mean, look at this. Raining already, and this is West Palm Beach. We are hundreds of miles away from this storm. People who don't live in areas prone to hurricanes have no idea the magnitude of hurricanes, because they're hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles across. So this thing is still towards Mexico, not even a hurricane yet, but is already dumping rain 450 miles away. Incredible. So what do? What does a prepper do? Why should you? So if you're going to stay in the area, then you need to prep for several opportunities. The first is power outage. So what do? You get yourself a generator or battery backups. All right. So if you haven't already, go get yourself a generator, one that you can plug in to run essentials like your refrigerator, your AC, and that type of thing, which means it needs to be a big generator, guys. So for the most part, at least more than 6,500 watts. 13,000 watt or higher would be good for a home. 6,500 watt might do you, okay? So, what else? Water. Water could go out, so you need to bottle up on the water. Try not to get small bottles. Just go fill up 5-gallon jugs. Have like 20 of them, 40 of them. Fill up your bathtubs, all right? Because you may lose water to clean yourselves. So fill up your bathtubs. Get candles, flashlights, and it's not cold in Florida, but blankets and these types of things too. If you live anywhere close to the water line, then you need to get sandbags. Get those sandbags ready to kind of keep water at bay from your house. Of course, you have time to leave, so you could do that. go to a friend's house, family, somewhere else, get a hotel somewhere else, until that's done. Now, the worst hit is going to be the west coast of Florida. So people from Fort Myers up, I have family in Fort Myers, so I hope they do well. They do the things that I'm talking about right now. I know they prep very well. So now over here in Palm Beach County, West Palm Beach, where we are, it's going to dump a lot of water. So we have to basically do the same stuff. It will probably flood here. The trees you see are not moving yet because the hurricane's not here. It's planned to hit about Wednesday in the Sarasota area, which means we'll be getting higher winds come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday over here in West Palm. So some of these trees will come down. Some of the limbs will come down. We have to watch out for that. So watch your cars. It's another thing to watch out for. Park your cars away from trees. If you have trees that are overhanging the house, I would recommend cutting those trees. That could help out as well. My dogs are walking all over the place right now. So there are a few other things. Go online and say what to prep for. And if you have any questions of what you would need to prep, contact me. I've been a prepper for a very long time. I lived off grid for about 6 years. You have to have food in place. The supply chain will break down during these natural disasters. So have 5 days, 7 days, 2 weeks worth of food. You should have 6 months to a year's worth of food, actually. But for calamity like this, at least a week to 2 weeks is probably best because you never know when the food supplies and the roadways are going to open back up again. All right. So anyway, my heart's out for everybody who's about to go through this again. Now, this is no different than my heart goes out to everybody. The wildfires that happen out in the Oregon, California areas, the earthquakes that happen in those same areas, you have to prep for all these things, guys. It's vastly important. You have to spend a little bit of extra money to bring things into your home so your family doesn't have a hard time. You don't have to beg for resources whenever it comes out. Just listen to me. It's okay to have a little bit of food stored up, a little bit of water stored up. Change it out every now and again because the water gets stale and it's not good for you. But these are the things that you should think about even if you're not a prepper. But these are reasons why you should become a prepper anyway. Now, longer story short, is prepping is important not only for calamity, but for those times that other things might happen, like COVID, right? COVID, whether you believe it was planned or not, was an item or an issue or a time in our life that supply chains started to shut down. And there was a need to have stuff. Now, the TV told us we needed toilet paper, so people were fighting over, and toilet paper was lost. So that's something to prep on, right? Toilet paper, soaps, shampoos, shaving supplies. These types of things are also things that need to be prepped for. Now, can calamity happen? Governments fall, dollars crash. Absolutely. It's happened in many places on the planet over and over and over again. So don't you believe because you live in America that it might not happen. Because it very well could. And it looks like it may. It looks like they're devaluating the dollar enough to try to usher in the digital currency. What will that mean for us? Will there be a nasty transition period or will it be a smooth transition? I think I know our government. It's not going to be a smooth transition, guys. You can dispute me, but that's just my belief on that. All right, so this is a sustainable thing. This is a off-grid living. This is a self-sufficient subject. Prepping. If you have any questions, guys, comment below, ask me, contact me. My email you can reach out to me is scott@GaiaDomeSolutions.com. I'd be happy to answer any questions for you. Remember, we are the solution seekers because shit happens. And at Gaia Dome Solutions, we have created a subsequent business called Gaia Solution Collective, right? We're the collective of people who are looking for solutions. This is Coach Scott. Peace out.